And we are on. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, holy shit, as you can tell from the title, we just got done watching Multiverse of Madness. And originally, I was debating on whether or not I should have these two videos that I'm going to create, and that is not spoiler and a spoiler part of this video. Not because I didn't feel it was good content, but I feel like everyone who is anywhere near interested in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to be talking about this movie. As you can tell from the name of this video, I am doing a non-spoiler video first, and then a separate video I'll go into full details of my actual reactions to certain things that happened. Now, just like with previous videos that I've done in the past, I will go into on who is this movie for. Um, is it any good? Yes, it's really really good. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I'm not gonna lie. I loved No Way Home. If I have to give a biased opinion, I'm gonna say that this movie is a little bit better than No Way Home. If I have to give an unbiased opinion, it's better than No Way Home. They both movies deliver on the fan service side of things. I will say if you were hoping to get some nice, pleasant surprises, then yes, you will find them in this movie. If you are a comic book reader, you're going to enjoy this movie. If you've been following, I'm not without spoiling too much. If you've been following everything that's been happening in not just WandaVision or Doctor Strange or Avengers Endgame, I mean everything, then you will find a lot of cool surprises. Let us not forget that. I hope this airplane doesn't make too much noise. Let's not forget that the famous, legendary director of The Evil Dead, and Spider-Man 1 and 2 is directing this movie, the amazing Sam Raimi. And I think I read this before somewhere online that apparently Marvel was gonna let him get away with a couple of things, and holy shit, did they let him get away with some things in this movie. It is not the comedic, lighthearted kind of movie that some of you may think is going to be. Like the title by itself should have already stated something: Multiverse of Madness. So do not come to this movie expecting, like, let's say a Thor Ragnarok. Sam Raimi is known for his amazing horror elements, and it's a very specific style of directing, and this movie has Sam Raimi written all over it. I know Spider-Man 1 and 2 were more lighthearted, and sure, they had their superhero things going on for them. But if you recall watching those movies, because I've definitely rewatched the 1, 2, and 3 multiple countless of times, you will see that he likes to sneak in some horror or shock moments in between. They may not be too graphic in those movies, but yeah, he likes to just still apply his style of directing into and give the little touches in between. And I feel that at least in this movie, he definitely was given the freedom and the liberty to do so. It's also nice to see that Sam Raimi and Kevin Feige finally working together on something again, because I know they worked together at some point during the first. I think he was there for like the first Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. And if I'm not mistaken, he was also there during the first X-Men movie. And so Kevin Feige is a G when it comes down to the MCU and the whole cinematic universe is being created now. Character wise, Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch does an astounding job. This movie has him. I feel that it gives him the opportunity to play with his acting in multiple cool ways. And overall, the story, without spoiling much, really is about really two people, Doctor Strange and Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch. When it comes to the character that we've obviously been introduced to already in the trailers, America Chavez, I like her character. I like her acting, and I feel like the actress whose name I don't know right now, I'm not gonna pull up, but with all due respect, but she did a great job to become that likable new kid on the block kind of character, and she's cool, she's fun, I like her a lot. Wong was fun as hell in this movie. You actually get to see him kick some ass as well, which is nice, for all those memes of him leaving mid Infinity War and all that in the beginning of Infinity War and never coming back and that kind of stuff. He redeemed himself, I want to say. Like, not that I felt he ever had something wrong with him or anything. I think we got a little taste of his fighting style during Shang-Chi as well, which was cool. And they definitely they utilize him very, very well in this movie. I will not go into too many spoilers, because I know the trailer spoils some things, but I also know people that do not want to touch trailers and want to get the full experience. So I'm not gonna go too much into it. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's a really, really good movie. It's really, really fun. I have this friend of mine who also fellow nerd friend of mine who happened to watch it around the same time that I did, and as soon as I got done with the movie, all I did was just text him. That was fun because I feel this is, if you're a comic book lover, if you're a MCU lover, if you love any of these characters, like there's a lot going on that there can be a lot to be spoken about. If you love Sam Raimi, then there are a lot of good callbacks to his style, which is when you watch a Christopher Nolan movie, or a Wes Anderson movie, you can tell sometimes by who it's directed without having to look up who was responsible for the movie. And this is a very, very cool example. You have his little touches that he adds to it. And overall, just if you bring kids along, just again, without spoiling much, if you bring kids along to this movie, just please keep in mind that this is directed by Sam Raimi, and that the concept for this movie was originally a horror movie before the previous director stepped down, and Marvel was like, yeah, no, it's not really a good horror movie. And I think after that little incident, and after people like worrying about the whole Doctor Strange 2 movie, and being worried about whether or not directors were going to get the liberty to actually do what they want with the Marvel characters, that's when maybe they went with a big name, which I think it paid off. They went with Sam Raimi to direct it, and at the same time, they may or may not. I'm not sure. I'm not working behind the scenes. Maybe they backed down on that statement and said, you know what? Yeah, no, let's make it a little bit horror. Then fuck it. Let's get Sam Raimi in here. He's known for that. Let's keep people guessing, because on whether or not we're gonna be pulling on his shoestrings. Let's see. Let's let them guess what we're going to allow him to do, and I think it paid off very well. I don't feel like I want to give this movie a rating because it's too early to tell. Just like with my Batman review that I did, I feel like this movie is way too early to tell. I would love to rewatch it a couple more times. I watched it in theaters today. I would love to rewatch it again in theaters as well. It's just that I don't know. I have to figure it out. It's definitely rewatchable. It's really, really fun, and I'm so happy that, because there are surprises in this movie. I'm so happy that the surprises that we ended up getting, they paid off. And just like with Avengers Endgame, just like with Spider-Man No Way Home, I'm so happy I got to experience them and not be spoiled anything. However, if you are of the state of mind that you love this movie regardless, that you love the series, or like Marvel's characters or whatever, and you do not want to get spoiled, I really suggest to find some safe way of watching it. If you feel uncomfortable about going to the movie theaters, completely understandable. Just be very, very careful, or maybe like start blocking stuff that brings up Doctor Strange in your internet search bar or whatever, because this movie's easily spoilable. So just like with Avengers, with Spider-Man No Way Home, just be careful with the internet, for God's sake. But yeah, overall, yeah, amazing movie, fun to watch. Go watch it if you love Marvel comics. You're gonna love this. If you love Sam Raimi's directing, you're gonna love this. If you love the MCU in general, you're gonna love this. I did feel like this movie would definitely be something for you. And just obviously, if you're gonna bring like a 5-year-old with you, just be be with them and maybe look at the reaction during certain scenes to get a good little chuckle. But yeah, it's a good movie. Just I'm gonna, if you want to watch my full spoiler review, I'm going to put this in a separate video so you can go watch that in a bit as well. But yeah, my name is DLPOV. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video. Hit like, subscribe, and comment. Obviously, if you're going to comment on this not spoiler review, please don't hit any spoilers in the comment section. You can use that other video for. But yeah, have a good night. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Bye.